this messes up my screen. You're doing this on behalf. Alrighty, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Georgia State Dynasty. And like the title suggests, our backs are against the wall here. We must get a dub today. If we're looking to compete in another bowl game, we don't want to regress as a team. So that's what we're looking at right now. Let's see, I need to start boosting some of these. This is a waste for now, but we're trying to get to these route running and catch and traffic boosts just because how much we have struggled holding on to passes this year. And until we get that part of our game brought up, we're going to continue to struggle because it's going to be hard to bring in good recruits. But thankfully, before we have sucked so bad in the receiving game, we had a couple of people come onto our team last year, and we have a couple that's promising this year. But next year, we could look at a situation where we could miss out on talent for them just not being interested. We are battling for this tight end right now. Do we have anybody else that we can schedule him for last game of the year? I think that's the only one that we could invite. All right, good. So now we could spend the rest of our points on players, and I think we should use them on these tight ends. Certainly him. Max him out. We need to win that battle. And we need a backup option in case he don't work out. So that's where we're going to leave that. Now we got James Madison coming up, another team that's tough as nails. We've had our struggles against them. I can't remember how we did against them last year, but I know they beat us at least once, maybe not both times. I'm not sure. A little bit of QB controversy here. Fitzsimmons hasn't played much better, but again, I think he's transferring. So I think I'm going to continue to give at least Joe Fitzsimmons one more look. And then after that, if I have to save the season by putting Walker White back in, I will. Even if we plan on losing him, it helps us in the short term get to the bowl game, and it helps him put on tape that another team can come grab him. But we're just going to give one more look at Joe Fitzsimmons. He's almost got the same amount of snaps as White, and it looks like White's outplayed him. I mean, not by much, though. They're pretty similar stat-wise. Frankie Arthur blew up last game. He's going to get more opportunities. He's at 9.2 yards a carry. Our running game has looked fantastic. No problems there. Receiving game looked good in flashes, but we've dropped a lot of passes this year. Got to clean it up. The best game Mari Bolton had didn't count because we quit that game out, which is tough. So, again, he was supposed to be our new number one receiver, and this is his stat line. 1 touchdown, 21 catches, 250 yards, 7 games played. That's an average of 3 catches per game. Not exactly #1 receiver stats. The pass rush. I told you guys last year it was going to be vastly improved, and was I not right? One that came in the year as a 70-something because there's how they played and everything. They boosted up to an 80, 81 in his case, and still got more caps to go. How's Wick look? Yeah, way more caps, a lot more pass rush moves too to learn. So these guys are going to be dominant. Who's that other kid that we got? He's only got to play a little bit. Outside edge rusher. Yeah. What's his caps look like? All right, it's not showing me his caps. Sweet. He's glitched out for some reason. Where's Gumby at? He's went up to a 76, thankfully. He was a 73. We decided to play him more and just put up with him being kind of ass in some abilities. Man coverage, terrible. Change of direction, not very good. But again, his caps are so good. He's only going to get better. His play recognition going to go up. I think one more off season and he'll truly hit his potential, but he just hasn't hit it yet. But he is now starting to play. Why can't I see Hardy's? Yeah, it's glitched out. I cannot see his caps. That sucks. Let's see, White's. This is one reason why we were excited about him. I mean, look at all these caps, man. He should be gross. We do not know why it has not worked out. And Fitzsimmons really doesn't have I mean, he has a lot more caps, to move up in awareness stuff, but ain't like he has crazy room to grow. So, man, it's a tough choice. It really is. All right, now let's look at James Madison, what they bring to the table. Their touchdown, J.C. Evans from Miami, Florida, only a 73, has thrown 17 touchdowns and only 1 interception. And because of his performance, he's boosted up to a 77. He has some room to grow. He has a pretty strong arm. His accuracy leaves a lot to be desired, yet somehow he has turned in a good season. And he is maxed out. He's really good at play action and running with the ball. Holy shit, 96 agility, change of direction, 90. Speed's 83, 87, but this guy can move around. So he's going to be a problem. A running back, Darrell Robinson Jr. still has another year to grow as an 88. He's leading team at 5.1 yards a carry. And they got a backup that's an 87, who's a senior, and their captain, George Pettaway. So 2 great running backs. Their receiving core hasn't done anything crazy, but they have found the end zone quite a few times. Ymir Knight is like their best guy, 84. But, this Nick Harbor, 6'5", 235, has the takeoff ability and layout. So this kid is DK Metcalf-ish good. Poor man's version of DK Metcalf here. 94 agility, 99 speed, 99 acceleration. At 6'5", 230-something pounds. This kid is a monster. Nick Harbor. All right, he is a problem. We got to watch him. I don't know how he has to put up more stats. That's crazy. All right, their offensive line. They got 80s here. Pretty solid offensive line throughout. Our boy's hurt, but we do have to remember to change out our left guard. He's still out for the next 2 games. They got a couple injuries up there. All right, let's get good to it. future starting center, is going to start today at left guard. Bohannon, nice 79, fits there well, but he'll be starting as center next year after Alec Johnson graduates. We got some young guys developing. Hopefully Larry Duke figures some shit out. All right, that's where we're going to leave it for a second. We're going to wait for a couple more people to join live, and then we will get started. So the battle to stay relevant coming up next. All right, here we go. Now we created a new playbook. Or not created, we edited our playbook, trimmed the fat down on some of the plays we don't use, added some more exciting shotgun plays to the offense, trying to open this passing game up just a little bit more. All right, let's go. Georgia State, James Madison coming up now.
Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on a squad.
It's an absolute must-win situation for your Panthers.
The James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this
desperation mode.
started.
Not to kick off, start
Georgia
the game.
State will kick it off to get this game started.
And we are off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So James Madison's offense
Look at those
takes the field
stats.
for the first time today.
72% boost
And
percentage.
here comes this quarterback. When he
Doesn't
takes
make
the field,
mistakes.
he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire, not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but
Trying to sweep around the edge.
Better,
And that's their big playmaker.
He continues to make plays.
He gets
and
7.
be there for his team every time they need it. And these little touch passes, man, they're just
look all excited. He only had 1 catch last week for 11
Palmer,
yards.
I bet
That's
you would
wild.
love being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
There we go.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this.
Try to stretch outside. We did not break contain. Held him to a small gain. Now we're looking at our first third and short.
It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Trying to run it into the blitz. Maxey with the tackle. And that is 3 and out. James Madison start the game.
And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt.
Deuce Walker back to receive. Has some blocks.
Upfield.
Tries to set something up. And wrapped up. Good starting field position for the Panthers.
So Georgia State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession.
My guy's 5'11". Why does he look taller than my right tackle?
And it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play.
Tab with
well.
the carry
They
to start the game out.
pointed to these
Small
guys
game
right
2.
here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys.
There's one of our new formations here.
Everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's back to throw on second down.
Tries to throw a rope, and it's tipped up in the air and picked off by James Madison. Dangerous throw over the middle, plenty of coverage all around. Tries to fit it in there anyways, does fit it in there, but the tight end can't hang on through the contact. Ball goes up, pick JMU.
That is not how you want to start a game.
They'll get this drive started from
Tough start for the offense.
Here's the handoff. They bring him
Might
down.
go back to Walker White if things don't
I love
improve
this
and
linebacker
quickly.
because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Back to pass, it's Evans.
Setting up the screen, he has the blocks for it.
Shakes off the tackle.
Safety got loose of one, saving a bigger gain.
After the good gain. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the
And a
ground.
stretch run here.
Tackled
Pick
after
up that
picking
first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much
using a lot of double tight end sets.
They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for
And cutting upfield, bad angle by our safety on that one. Oh, we stop him for a short gain of 4.
Not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do.
Quick flare out, screen to the receiver. J.C. Evans moves for another first down.
Nice completion here, this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all day long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Cubs back against the grain. Another solid gain of 8. And they are moving. So glad they're not on a hurry up team. Go for the pass here. Gets it out quick.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harbor.
That big old number 82. Very talented receiver. Just by his physical attributes alone, he should get a look at the NFL.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
We've been undisciplined as far as penalties this year.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5.
Ooh, tries to get back against the QB.
And a nice
first down. Damn you, great run by Evans.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down.
QB spy on him. Got a draw
Running
here.
the red zone. It's Robinson.
Great hole opener by the offensive line.
Finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
All right, backs against the wall. Quite literally, he gets beat off the jam. Open in the corner. Not sure why he was even out there.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself
This guy.
He was able
Probably
to
the
locate
buried
the
in the
football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns.
He's our starter our first season, and then just never progressed. Do we have any injuries I don't know about? No, just the guard.
First 7 of the game. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
All right, Panthers
He'll
looking to
bring it
respond.
out from inside his own 10.
Starting off with a solid running back.
Across the 25, let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after.
Great throw.
Do that again.
Wide open tight end down the field.
You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets
Trying to get
outside
Frankie
the
Arthur on the stretch.
and I
Can't
gotta
get the
start
blocks.
working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Last play was a near disaster.
Right, got a
Now
couple
dealing
new
with
plays we're
2nd
looking
and
at here.
13. He's looking to throw.
Wide open. Gets blocked by the running back.
He's really close
Gordon
to that
Lewis picks up the first
marker,
down
but
there.
they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job by the quarterback. Pre-snap.
They might be bringing blitz here.
The defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was
An
no
audible
doubt
out.
in his mind where he was going with that football.
And wide open tight end. His block. Can't quite get down the field though, but first down.
He's got plenty for the first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the
Hits
execution
McGee on
and
the
nice
outside.
throw,
Great
let's
ball.
keep this drive
Great
going. Let's
timing.
see if we can get 6.
There we go.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass.
Got the drag open yet again.
They get it down.
They're
going
gonna
to
keep giving it to us. We're gonna keep taking it.
Prime position for a score.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage.
Walker out
finding the
wide.
soft spot, making it easy on his
Gonna
quarterback.
give him a
to
chance.
get
He gets
completion,
undercut by
turns
the
it upfield,
corner.
and moves the sticks.
That's been a dangerous throw for Fitzsimmons. He had one pick six last week.
An interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Wide open on the slant. Borden, touchdown. Second of the year. Nice go. We're going to try to air it out today. We really want that passing game to shine.
Getting a little bit of confidence, this passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point out.
That's usually the catches and yards he averages for the entire game. He got that in one drive.
They marched 72 yards, and they closed the deal
7-7. We got ourselves a ball game here.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
Matthews gets through.
If it's run or if it's pass, they got them right where they
So
want.
gain of 3 for them, 3.5.
How to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last one.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep
Trying to
running
establish
the
their
football
run
because
game.
that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense.
But they're going to take this into the second quarter.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up.
All right, that was
After
pretty
one, as we
fast.
take a quick look
Both
at some
offenses
stats.
had a long-winded drive that cooked a lot of that clock. James Madison had almost had the ball twice as long as we
They
had.
fought to a standstill
So
in the
defense has
first.
been out
Let's see who
there
gets
for a
the
little
edge
too
early
long.
in the second. Looking for a man. It's Evans.
Oh, with the play action, and our freshman gets through. Oh no, it's our linebacker just getting hauled. Javen Hall.
The defense just simply not fooled
Junior
by the
from
play
Georgia.
action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man,
He's somebody
they had
you
their
might
ears
let
pinned back.
They're bringing heat.
Transfer
And he was
just
hit
because
just as he was
I
releasing
think
the
he's going
pass,
to
and
get
it falls
outbeat
to the
by
ground
multiple
incomplete.
linebackers
And
this
the
next
Dukes
year.
will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive.
We
when
got
you're
some
looking
studs
forward
waiting
the
to play
punt.
that have been redshirted. All right,
Wants
Deuce
to
Walker
bring
on a
it back.
return. He's a little banged
That's
up.
a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
All right, offense back on the field after the nice long drive they just had. Cole Tab check back in his second carry. Explodes through the hole, and he is gone. Showing why he was so hyped going into the offseason.
You know, this guy's had a big role in
He's
this
had a couple
offense
games
this
where
year,
he's been
especially when
hurt
they
or
get down
disappeared.
close to the end zone. That's his
At the
fifth
same time,
rushing
he's
touchdown
averaged
on the
over
year.
5 yards a carry
He's been a factor
on the
for
year.
these guys offensively.
Oh, shit.
And the PAT gives him
That
a
was close.
14-7 lead. And let's check
All right,
in
took
with
one
Kevin
play.
Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening
Oh, yeah,
in
let's
college
go.
football this weekend.
Now, unfortunately, that means
Cal
defense
is
didn't get much of a
trailing
breather,
right now,
but
let's be honest. The
we'll take
program
that problem.
Turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game.
Rodgers.
They're trailing by
Who?
7 to Clemson.
fuck?
We'll circle back if
And,
anything changes
oh,
in
wait,
this
I must have missed
exciting
it. 'Cause
college
that's California,
football
too, the team he played
Thanks
for,
for the
so I
update
must have
on
missed
that
what he
one,
said at the
Kevin.
beginning.
Let us know when it goes final.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also
All
go
right,
outside.
second
He
and
can
5,
really do it
JMU.
all.
Evans has been crazy efficient this year.
They'll
But
try
they're going to
the
go
run.
on the ground.
He's dropped behind
And
the
stuffed
line
by
of
the
scrimmage. That'll
Renzo.
be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a
Let's see if
result,
Wake
lost
gets a
yards.
pass rush here. Off
On
the edge.
third and long,
Gets
he's gonna
blown
have
up.
to throw for it.
Oh, can't
And the
make
incomplete
the
pass
catch.
will
Looked to
bring up
run with it
fourth
before
down.
he had it.
And money down is
May
where
have
you
been
see
short
defenses
regardless, but he
really
was trying to get
understand
there as
where the
fast as he
sticks
could.
are,
Didn't
play
stick
great
with the ball.
pass defense, know what's coming.
Their
and get
mistake,
off the
our
field.
game.
Fourth down,
Walker
and the
back
punt
there to
team
receive.
sends it the other
Should probably
way.
take him out of punts.
He'll take it on
We're
the
going to try to get
return.
out of bounds and not get
Looking
him hurt.
everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds.
All right, we added,
Guys,
like I
the
said at the
Georgia
beginning, we
State
added a new
offense
playbook.
returns
Got a
to the
couple
field.
extra shotgun
Out of the gun to give
sets
to
in
the
here.
back.
Took out some of the
Good
power eye we
pickup
weren't
on
using.
that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense
There's
down,
one of the new plays
get
right
first
here.
downs, and ultimately get some points.
We had a guy, we didn't pull the trigger, but we're going to scramble and pick up the first down.
Scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why?
They look like they
I can
might
take
blitz to
shots.
back
I don't want
off.
to. I can just act like I'm going to run.
I was looking for X on that one.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes.
They
at
drop
the
back
39.
into a tough coverage, though.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Coming after
Just lets it go.
nowhere close on that one as he
Pressure
got
is there.
drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing
Oh,
the
you've at
athletes
least,
and the
like,
dudes
a
they've
couple
got up
yards
front.
here.
A sack on the last play.
Bringing in
hit
the
the
blitz,
quarterback on
man
this
coverage.
last one.
Bolden
Now
separates
third
from the
down, you
corner.
know they're going to be pinning their
He's
ears.
having his best game this season.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Panthers are on the move. They'll throw it on first
Lets it
down.
out quick, on time,
Got his man
TD.
quickly.
Hey, I'll tell you
Good
what,
solid
that
game
slot
of 8.
receiver, he may not be the biggest
Because
receiver
we are
in the
trying
world,
to
but
lean
he's
a lot
shifty.
on the
He
passing
runs
game today.
really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Want it to
Georgia
shine.
State now has it in the red
Let
zone.
recruits know we're serious about throwing the ball.
They
Keeping a couple of
finally
these
make
guys
the
happy.
stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Arthur fresh off his 100-yard
Who
game
says
last
you can't
week.
run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right. way out
And
of
we
space.
got him. He holds on to a
He's got it in the
touchdown.
end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Now we're looking like a functioning
Look, it's
offense.
still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive.
Yeah,
right now,
you
everything's
cannot
going
fall
in the
asleep
other
on these
direction.
guys.
So
2-touchdown
how you
lead ain't
respond
shit.
when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game. Got to find something
Definitely the
positive.
exciting playmakers they do on their
Almost ready to kick
offensive
it
side.
away after scoring the touchdown.
Very solid offensive line.
On the run from inside
Quarterback that
zone
hasn't made
5.
many mistakes
And
this year.
good work by the coverage
There's only
team to
one
get the
interception
third man down
to his
on the
name.
ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score.
And run the counter
trailing by
here,
14.
trying to sneak
Yeah, and at
through
this
that
point in
little
the game,
crack.
I feel like offensively,
You
you should
close
go
in
back
on
to
'em.
what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good positions.
Safety blitz,
together
can't
here.
get there.
Make
Walker
something
almost breaks it up, but
happen.
kind of tips it to him.
There to make
Yet
the
again,
tackle, but the big throw is good enough to
he's able
give
to
them
just
the first
kind of
down.
bobble it and
And
hold
did a
it.
really good job by the quarterback.
Look
Being
Walker.
very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive game.
Almost broke
I
it
would
up.
say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Wide out in motion.
Just trying to grab the
From the
corner
gun,
out
the
there.
ground
That'll
game.
work.
Nowhere to run
Again, their
on that
ground
one.
game
He
hasn't
loses 4 on
done
the
anything
carry.
crazy. We've been
Couldn't
pretty
get
good
a block
against it.
on that
With
last one.
two
Now it's second and
88, or
14.
89, 87 overall kids back there.
To throw, it's Evans.
Send the blitz. He does not handle it well.
They get
Runs
it
into the
up,
pressure.
and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
There we go.
And
Back
whatever
off
they did
coverage
on
here.
first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking
Right with the
downfield,
interior
and
pass
he
rush,
needs
gets
a
there
bunch.
fast, forces it out.
Just a short pass
Just
to
dumps
the
it
tight
off,
end.
trying to get as much as he
And
can.
he's not gonna get
And
there.
that's
The
gonna force yet
defense
another
stands
punt.
tall and makes the stop.
And Georgia
The Dukes
State
decide
looking
to
to
punt
extend
it
this
away.
lead going into halftime. We also get the ball at halftime, so this could be a huge swing for us here.
Makes the catch and now
Trying to get
looking for
outside,
just
don't get hit.
A little bit of daylight.
There we go.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense.
Put it tight into this corner
They'll
round. It's
start
not
this
open,
drive
it's
with
going
a
to dump
pass.
it.
Got it in the middle, it's Fleming.
There we
Really
go.
nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that
Looking
defense
very
and get the
confident out
first
there.
down.
Like
Here's
everything's
this
working.
offense with a fresh set of downs.
Full tab, get another
We'll give
carry.
him a couple on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
Switch it into the
Georgia
hurry up.
State jumps back to the line. Looking to throw on second down.
Go for the pump fake, down to McGee, deep, and can't make the play. Good coverage.
Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one of those plays.
Let's see what the offense draws up here.
Probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what?
Fits it in a window, tightest window. Hell of a throw. Fitzsimmons on fire today. After a rough first play of the game where he throws a tip drill pick.
To try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's brought down, but there's
good
a
catch.
flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Penalty, well, I'm guessing because they're both on the ground and he fucking tackled his ass. Can't do that.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher.
All right, 1st and 20.
And 20.
See what the offense calls here. He's going to go on the ground. He's going to try to break outside. Receiver couldn't hold the block off that corner.
This senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air.
Ooh, tries to get out, but Reynolds, not enough time for that play to develop.
It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points.
Now we're trying to focus on field goal range here.
I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to
Man coverage beats him. Cross. Now we have decision times. That's pretty damn close to that 1st down. We have a chance to go for the jugular here, and I think we're going to go for it.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown.
We're going to trust the ground game. Tab breaks through, gets fucking depleted, and then a last-second holding penalty that I swear we're just cursed to get anytime we have success. 10 yards behind the play, fucking holds again. And that's going to force us to kick.
Salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53.
And hooks it left. No good. That gives them a minute and 18 seconds to put up their own drive.
Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. This defense will try to keep
back off a little bit because
front.
it's making me nervous how much they're
Dropping back,
pressing.
it's Evans.
Irvin gets loose, jumps the route. Maxey
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
made the switch from safety to nickel this year.
Sets up the offense for this
Made a hell of a play on that one.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
All right, Fitzsimmons with another chance.
He's going to pass.
Going to hit the tight end here. He holds on.
It's Fleming.
Great
They
game,
go
9.
up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Oh, shit, almost throws that in the coverage.
Incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Very dangerous throw
in the
there.
red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it.
Tries to throw it low and away. Can't hold on to it.
He dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his
Oh, you best your ass for fucking running a play here.
4th down. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense.
Oh, off the mark.
And they'll give up the football on down.
Couldn't make the play.
Inside a half-minute
He had him
play. Would they dare
by a
go
step.
for a score here? Running back searching for a hole.
We should have just kicked the field goal, went up by 3 possessions, but we were seeing red.
3rd downs management. The way you do that is by having success like
I might try to call
running
one
the
more
football on
snap
1st
here.
down.
On 2nd
will.
down, he's looking downfield.
But dumps it off short, almost dangerously.
And he's knocked down immediately. But
And that'll
not
bring us to
before he
halftime.
moves the chain. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Much better performance
Fellas,
today
you've
than
had
we've seen
yourselves
last
a
week
great
against Washington.
broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an
Putting a
aircraft
heavier emphasis
carrier
on
out there
passing
as a
game.
blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this
Just got to
second
keep make
half
sure we get that
without
ball out on
someone
time.
attached to his
Put
hip.
less pressure on that offensive line. Take a couple seconds for halftime. But yes, much better performance. And definitely if we can get this drive going right here. I don't want to dud out and give them momentum going into the second half by going 3 and out. So let's try to stay safe. Get that first down. And at least win the field position game on this drive. But we were really close to put Walker White back in. But Fitzsimmons is balled out. All right, here we go, second half. Let's
And
go.
the Dukes will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's
Setting up
see
some
what he
blocks.
gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
All right, looks like they're
Guys,
sending
the
some
Georgia
pressure here.
State offense
Might run
returns
right
to
into
the
it.
field. They'll start
Dude
this
trying to get a
third quarter
lane
with
and
run.
find one. Breaks it outside.
They
Fights
stay
for extra
aggressive
yardage.
and push
Good
their
job,
way
Cole
out to the
Tab.
33, and it's first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Gonna try to stretch it
The
outside.
give to the tailback.
Got one guy to beat. Couldn't stiff
They
arm him.
bring him down, and
Great
he's going to
tackle.
lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that
Cole
play. There was
Tab
nowhere
checks
for that
back
guy
in.
to go.
And gets the fake.
Off the play fake.
Receiver runs a great route. Throw it up to him. McGee catches
He's
it.
got his man.
And fights down
He's
almost to the
close
first down.
but they're gonna
Just a
mark
couple
him
inches
just a
short.
little short.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option.
Put our
Runs
power
really
back
good
in the
routes.
game for
He's
this
got
one.
nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to
Good
four-down
blocks.
territory. Here's third and short.
Great blocks as he runs over the
And
safety.
the defense finally makes the
Tough
stop
run.
after the sweet run and good
I'll
game.
get you another carry.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the
Or at
nation
least
at
bait
getting
you.
first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be
Pump fakes it.
physical.
Did he hold on to that? He
Against
does.
this
Boarded
offense.
with a highlight catch.
Makes the stop at the
Faked it down low to
23-yard
give him just a
line,
little
but
bit of
it's a pickup
separation
of
from that
15.
zone
First
nickel or
down.
linebacker
His
that was down
offense is
low.
smelling the end zone.
Threw it high and hard at him. He comes up, makes a physical catch. Love to see it.
And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to
Bounce it
run
outside there in man coverage. They don't see him. Cuts it up. Great cut.
Going ahead.
Makes a
How
pay at
about
the end of that run.
patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass.
And this offense
Georgia
is
State now
rolling.
has it in the red zone. On the option.
Ooh, dangerous,
Now the
but he
pitch.
gets it. Oh, I hit
Gets
the
it
spin
inside
move
the 10, picks
backwards,
up a yard.
but
They'll mark it at the 9.
decided he was not going to do that.
Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first
All
down
right, we're in
without
the red
getting
zone.
it
That's
into the
where our
end zone.
mistakes happen.
Looking to throw on
But
second
not this
down.
time. Dropping off the receiver. Good
And
game.
he was pushing for that goal
Now
line,
only
but
2
the D
yards
stopped
away.
him at the 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of
Cuts
his
it right
hands so
into it.
quickly.
Again,
That's why he
another
seems like he's in a
penalty
great
on the offensive line.
And they make the tackle, but the official
Completely
is
changes the
on the
dynamic
flag.
of this play. Now we're looking at 3rd and long.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
Oh, they're going to...
They were
All right.
unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one.
This
He'll try to
time...
throw and pick up the
Oh,
first
he
down.
throws it too far
And it's
outside.
incomplete, a
And
missed
again, we come
opportunity.
up short
And they decide to go for it. Decide to be
at the
aggressive.
inch line.
Try
Probably
to
should have
throw
ran
the
it.
ball down the field.
Trying to pad our
Receiver,
passing
quarterback
stats for
not on the
once.
same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Bad angle. Gets outside.
Room at the 10. He's
First down,
running
James
around
Madison.
with a big play
That's
on
the
that
kind
one.
of play that
It'll
can
be a
open
first
you up.
down. The Dukes want to crank the tempo.
What the
Defense
fuck?
didn't
Oh my
maintain
God.
its
Get out of
discipline here. They get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5
here. Get
yards.
out of here. Never left the neutral zone, Chief.
Defense a little too eager.
All right, gifted him 5 yards on
Penalty,
that one.
5 yards for the offense. Line gets set. First down.
RPO action. Hits it, but they got a penalty. And finally, holding on them. Bring that shit back. That was a makeup call. That ball was out so fast, I don't know how he got 5 yards down the field.
Offense getting set for first down. Use the play
Setting up
fake
the
down the
run. They're
throw.
not going to run it. Instead, chucks it deep. And, oh my goodness. If he would have caught that. How many times do we tip it up for them to catch the ball? Like, I have so many examples of that this year. Good gracious. Spain almost had the easy pick.
You know you're a better team, but this offense has
Play action, gets the blocks he's looking for, but Gums is there, tips it up to Zadu, and he can't make the play. And just easy interceptions. We're just not making the plays on. They're going to run the draw here. We're going to bottle them up, and they're going to punt this baby. Defense holds yet again. One of their best performances out of the year. Certainly last few weeks.
He's punting for the 5th time today.
And Walker's going to get a little bit of space here. And we're on their side of the 50 to start this baby out.
Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense.
Our third in the game.
There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the
And
last
had them, but couldn't get through the traffic.
For this offense,
Timing's
nice to
thrown
hit
off
an
just a little bit
explosive
there.
play, Be aggressive and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped.
Small window again, but lasers that one in there.
Take those deep shots,
First down,
make those
Panthers.
big plays.
Mari Bolden having
It's
a game of
1st and 10 from the
his
38
year
yard
so far.
line. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard
Solid game to
pickup, they
keep him
come to
honest.
the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw.
Out quick, on time. Borden makes the catch for the first down.
And the defense
Seen
makes
that
the
corner
immediate
sit off.
tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Panthers are on the move.
Tab doesn't get it.
He'll keep it
QB
himself.
keeps it. Nowhere to go.
And he's
Probably should have
a
gave it to him.
real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Fleming
They'll
in
put the
motion.
tight end in motion. On 2nd down.
Oh, I
he'll
tried to
let
pump fake it to
fly.
him, and he
With
threw
the
it.
catch, it's Fleming. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll
It's
lose
not what we
yards
tried to
on
do on that one.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Take what the defense gives us.
He makes the connection.
It's going to be short of the first down, but this time we have learned our lesson. We're going to send the field goal team out there.
And here comes the field
Wind's
goal
a little
unit
bit
for
crazy.
the 2nd time tonight. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right half.
And it's wide right.
What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal,
Rickman
but
misses again.
touchdown lead at 14.
And that keeps
James
Madison
sends the offense
in this
back onto
game
the field.
a while longer.
Looking for space.
Ooh,
It's
hell of a
Robinson.
spin move.
They knock
Gets
him
to
down after
3
a gain
yards
of
for his
3
effort.
to the 23.
Man, tough.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
We've been dominating this game. Still, they're just one score away from bringing us within one.
Trying to get to
Ooh.
it. And he was
Almost
hit
got
just
to
as
him.
he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Almost got his
If they
first
can
sack for the
convert
game.
Here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going
Renzo
up top.
gets loose, fights through the traffic.
And they get to the
And he
quarterback
goes
and
down.
knock him down back at the 16.
Let's go.
The Dukes line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th
We're going to miss
one
him
of the
next year.
day.
I think we'll see him.
Makes a move. Return's going to get
Saved
it
that
up
block
around
right there.
midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State
offense back out. Seems like we're always starting at the 50. Defense is doing a hell of a job for us today.
Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice.
Ground game is working.
But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute.
Take what the defense gives us, but he can't hold on to the contact.
On the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He lofts it high.
I didn't even throw it in red.
And it's incomplete. Good
And
play
that's
downfield
tough. We're going to
by
kick
the DB.
for field position.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
Send him deep.
First punt of the day, and he'll lob to lock them up close to their goal line.
Nails it. Goes a little too far out of bounds, though.
There's no return on that one.
It's at least within their 20.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager
And
there.
got us
into the neutral
jumping.
zone, and that'll be a 5-yard
Another
penalty.
penalty. Undisciplined. Falls on us, the coaching staff. They're getting these boys ready. Our seniors
Defense
jumping
a
off sides
little
here.
too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Defense made that job a little easier
Matthews
after the
checks in.
encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Wide
Going to a
receiver
heavier
now
set
comes
here.
in motion. Looking for a
Takes
crease. It's
on the
Robinson.
runner. At least blows it up in the
He's
backfield.
dropped behind the
How'd he
line
get
of
2 yards? I have no
scrimmage. That'll be a
idea.
loss of 3.
That's hell of forward progress that they gave him.
And
I
you
don't
wanna
think he
talk
needed
about his
2
favorite
yards past getting the
receiver.
ball
It
in his
might be
hands.
everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off
Spreading
their
that,
hands in the passing
spreading
game.
that rock around today. Passing,
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll
basically
see if
setting up
any
the run
drama
by
can be mustered.
going
Second
heavy
down
with the
here as
pass.
they go back to work after the break.
Keep catching them off guard. Mix matching our plays very well today. We're going to go with the draw again, but we are right there reading it.
Didn't get much done on that, Ryan. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
All right, here we go, 3rd and 9. Can we get off the field again? Wicks feeling hungry.
Looking to throw, it's
Off the
Evans.
edge, breaks
Pocket
through,
starts to
pressure
collapse.
there, but he gets rid of it.
Firing to the right, complete.
And
He
just
gets it
short.
so close.
This time they
First
get,
down
they're going
mark,
to challenge
but
this.
I think he's going to be a touch short. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the
And they're gonna
replay
get to
booth
it.
has decided to overturn
I would have
the
liked
call.
to have gotten
And the Dukes
a couple
will
of those
snap
for
it on
us.
1st and 10.
4.
They'll run it from the gun.
We're going to have another hold here.
Contact.
Damn, ran
They
over
make the
Hall, our
stop, but
toughest
there is a
tackler.
flag on the field. We'll see what
But
that's all about.
it's coming right back. The curse of Georgia State is alive
They
and
say
well.
you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Out of the shotgun.
Again, not
they go
leaving
to
the ground game. Still trying to
They
get
make
that
the
thing
stop, but
going.
not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
As much as they have gotten beaten today, they are still only 2 touchdowns down, so the whole offense is still available to them. But again, we jump yet again. The fuck are we doing?
Neutrals on your defense.
Oh my god, we are doing so many up downs in
So the
practice this
offense
week. I
accepts the
promise you.
penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their
Until
own
we are
end
too
zone.
tired to jump
That
off
penalty's
sides.
the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw.
Goes short, read it,
And
separate him
that's
from the
gonna fall
ball.
to
Way to
the
go.
ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down.
Ooh, lets it out quick.
Grabbed over the middle.
Great
It's
throw,
Moss.
great read.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pick
He
up.
tried
and
to
they'll
send the
move
pressure on
chains
that
with the
one.
1st down.
He diagnosed
The
it.
Dukes are moving quickly
Nicely
down
quick.
the field. They'll go to the
Doubling
count.
up Bryant. He gets blocks.
At the 40,
Open
there we go.
field.
What a
Zadu
nifty
makes the
run
tackle.
there to pick up the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy.
They are moving
Run
into
the
our
football,
territory
be
from one of the
physical, get a big game.
few times this game. How will the
Might as well
defense
give it to
respond?
him again.
By getting absolutely shook out.
Just making a
Ball's
play,
got
getting
cooked a
it
couple
to the
times in this drive, and he is
23-yard line,
our
and a first down.
run defense
Here's this
linebacker.
offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. From the
Fake
gun,
sweep.
the running back has it. He is
Still
going
bounces to that
nowhere.
side, though.
Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the
Gonna
last
try
play.
and
It's
show
2nd and 10.
the offense, a bunch of different sets, looks, and
Defense a
Trump
little
fucking
too
offsides
jumpy there. They got
again.
into
What
the
is
neutral
happening?
zone too soon.
Neutrals on infraction.
3 times this drive.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator.
Wow, tough.
Give to the running back.
Draw.
Plows ahead for a pickup
Trap play
before
action.
down to the 14.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set
Lorenzo
up third
almost
long,
jumps
so that's
again.
a missed opportunity on
Accidentally
that second
switched
down.
right into somebody that was supposed to be over there.
Marker, it's Robinson.
Just trying to grab
And
another
they
down
knocked him
lineman.
down, but he got past the line to gain. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish.
All right, can we bow up here? We're
They
jumping.
got him
Get
to
it.
jump.
Fucking
The
again.
defense got into the
This is
neutral
crazy.
zone, and that'll be a 1st down.
Encroachment. Defense.
This is approaching the point of unrealistic as fuck.
So the offense gets a
No
little
way
bit
this is happening
closer
so
to the
many
goal
fucking
line
times.
after the penalty. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly.
All right, and
Instead,
wishbone.
it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Trying to barge their way
And
out.
right in there.
And he takes it
If
in
not,
for
we were
a
going to jump
score.
off sides regardless.
Touchdown,
Great job by JMU.
Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have
Can't
a
get it.
finish after all,
Just
Jesse.
force us off sides a million times.
This team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now.
We had like 30 yards of penalties on that drive because they started like 90 yards down the field. Instead, only got 60-something yards of offense on that.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He
All
was
right.
looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped
After
at
missing a few
23.
kicks and a couple opportunities down at their side of the field, now the offense is feeling the pressure to extend this lead again.
And off from the shotgun. Gets a bit
Tab
of a
with solid
surge,
gain
and
of
he's
3.
knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Pressure coming.
Reads the hot. What the fuck? Get it
That
out.
pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that
Seen
it
the
wasn't
blitz.
knocked free for a fumble.
Just couldn't get it rid of it in
Well, the
time.
quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try
Got
to
it
pick
underneath.
up
We had a
3
feeling that linebacker was going
Nice
to
job
come,
to get
and
it
if he
past
did,
the sticks,
we
and
were
they
going to
get him
have
down at the
body
35.
position on that nickel in front
Boy,
of
the
us.
defense really
As soon as we
needed
seen the
to get
linebacker
off the
blitz, we
field
let it
there,
rip.
and they just
All right, now
couldn't
during
do it,
man
and it's a
coverage
fresh
here,
set
our
of
tight
downs.
end
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing
should
late in the
be
ball,
wide open, but they got the
it's
cover
tough.
one
You get
safety
into
over the
third
top.
down, when you get into those
He
critical
made the
points,
play.
they get the first down.
He
You don't
shifted
have
right
many left.
before
You
that.
better get
Did a
aggressive.
good job getting
Still
outside.
on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go
There we
back
go.
to the air.
Borden open
This one's
again.
complete.
First down.
Makes the
10
stop
catches,
at the
119
49,
yards. It's
but
like
not
half of his
before he
production
gets in
this year.
plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay
There we
aggressive,
go.
even when you've got the lead late in the game like
Open
this.
up
right?
the
You're
playbook
still
today a
trying
little-
to find your
little bit.
playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly
And
what
he
this
is
offense
wide
doing.
open. Drops it in there.
To the left.
Great
And
throw,
he was
great
on his
catch.
way, and they get him down at the
And a
30.
better read. Let's go.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots.
He has
They're
looked
still
very
looking for
impressive
explosive
today.
Plays. This defense just
Ball
has
out on
not
time,
had
making
an
the
answer
correct
here
decisions.
all game long.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Looking to throw it again.
Fake the zig route on the side. They
Tackle
did a
was
good
made
job on that left
after
side covering
the
it.
1st down.
We made our third
He
read
was
and
really
came back across
bothered
the
by
field to
those
the
two
tight end.
picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable.
Offensive line did a good
much
job
more
holding up
certain
for
in
us
this.
there.
He had the one blunder, the
Oh,
one
shit.
mistake that he probably wishes he
Corner
could have
came
back.
driving
Did a
down.
Great job rebounding from that. Listen,
We've
having
seen it
that
as soon as we
short-term
were
memory,
releasing
being
it.
able to lead It is critical at the quarterback position.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down,
Setting up screen, gets it off, has space, makes a move, first and goal.
Not before. He gets enough on the catch for the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch.
Let's take this to the 2-minute warning.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. He's looking to throw.
Oh, what a dot! Threw it over the linebacker's head. McGee snatches it out of the air. That was probably a really dumb throw on our part.
Get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love
But
this.
what an absolute dot.
They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Very dangerous, perfectly covered. Didn't matter.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting.
What a
matchup
breakout
as well.
game for this QB.
Southern Miss is having its way offensively.
And if we can get him some
Just
boost going
marching
into
up
the
and down
offseason,
that field at a breathtaking
that will be
pace.
clutch.
They're up 14 over Coastal
Hopefully help him
Carolina.
have a more effective
He'll
training
circle
camp.
back if anything
That
big
makes us
happens.
up, puts us up by 2
Oh, and how about that? I know
scores
Kevin
to
and
go
those
with
guys will be
only
keeping
less
an
than
eye
2
on it
minutes
for us.
remaining. Now we're just going to try to
He's
hold
going
on
up
here.
top
Great
late in the game.
play by that
The offense gets a
stout
quick timeout
receiver.
at this point. Every second is
absolute
precious.
stud out there.
Making a play like that
Surprised he didn't
to
hurt
open
us
the
even
drive
more this
can
game.
really
Pass
get the
rush has been
momentum
pretty
going.
good.
First down from the 43.
Gets it out quick.
And this'll be it.
Separates it
Complete.
again
A big
by Hall.
hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
So if we can do that, we're going to piss him
To
off
the
and then
air.
make a play.
It's Evans. Here's
Going
the throw
deep.
downfield.
Spain gets cooked by who else?
This is
By their version of Megatron.
touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, I knew as soon as I taunted the fucking home crowd, they were going to
Getting in the end zone.
Chicago Bears
Now,
us.
go get the stop. You got to get
You
the
know you
football
know.
back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside.
Oh,
get
shit.
The football back to get back in this football game.
Quick timeout by
Hold
the
up.
defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick.
There we go.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team.
All right,
true to its
they're
name
down
as they
one
make the
timeout, so we
grab
can
and
pretty
get
much
the ball.
cook most of this.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send
One
out
first
the
down
offense.
will seal it.
Guys, you want to be productive
That's where
here and
Cole
not go into
Tab
a
comes
shell,
in.
But you've got to take care of the ball.
What a
You say
run!
productive. He's productive at this point in the game.
First
He's running the
down.
clock and getting first down.
Georgia
Jesse,
State,
I can expect this
and that
defense to
should
be aggressive,
about
way up
do
near
it.
the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense.
Arthur
David,
checks
because
in.
You know, if you do try
Got
to
a
throw the
guard.
football, it's probably man coverage. You probably
Got a
get
lane
blitz
for
that's going to be
almost
into a
damn near
small
first down.
window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
All right, they are completely out of timeouts. First down absolutely seals it. Arthur's going to hit it. Has a lane, and that picks it up. And Georgia State is victorious. Big win against the favorite James Madison.
And they'll take a knee.
True freshman
You wanna
getting his
talk
first
about
starting
building
win.
confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning
Missed
plays at the
opportunities
right time.
in the game.
They really set the course for the rest of
Some
the season.
undisciplined
Yeah, Reese,
defensive
maturity and
plays.
experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot.
Couple
of
penalties
snaps.
on
They've seen
offense,
a
but
lot
the
of looks,
defense
and they've lost
jumped
close games like
way
this.
too much.
That wasn't the case today, David.
I don't
Too
know
many
what our
guys
problem
out there
was,
making
but I've never
big
seen
time
us
plays.
that jumpy.
And I think belief is what you build. That
Other than
confidence,
that,
you know you're gonna win. You don't
hell of a game. Ground game did pretty much what it wanted.
that play in the big
Passing
moment
game was
that
efficient.
continues to build on week to week
Receivers made
success.
catches
And
in
you look up and
contact.
you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Offensive line
That's
stopped
gonna
holding
do it
bitches.
for us from here for Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
26 first downs for our boys. 448 yards of offense, almost double theirs. Ground game for 158. 6.7 per pass, not terrible. not great. We stayed pretty low. A quick passing game. 28 to 43, only one pick on the very first play of the game. Other than that, he went 28 to 42, 290, 65 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tab, light work on the ground today, only had 10 carries, but turned in at 96 yards, just short of 100. Arthur with a good, solid outing today, 35 yards for himself. Borden showing up to be the #1 receiver we was hoping he would be this year. And tight end Fleming doing some work as well, with McGee making a hell of a catch, and Austin McGee making some clutch first down catches. Still had a couple drops. Maxey with a hell of a play. Defensive line got some pressure today. Again, jumped off sides way too many fucking times. Other than that, that was all the negatives we had. All right, let's see if anyone commits. And we did. We got that tight end. Jim, 3-star. Rich from Morgan. And then we also got Barry Sims as well, who doesn't have any crazy development traits, but does have a couple interesting ratings. He's relatively athletic. Tight end at 6'6", 242. And that brings us to Appalachian State next. Got a shit ton more points now. We're going to finish this dude off, get him, no diddy, get him signed real quick. What's his strength? Is that 73? So we make this boy thicker, move his ass to tight end. He's going to be, I think we might even, this might be somebody that could potentially be moved to running back. I know he's not put as an athlete. Sometimes they hide some guys in here. And I don't know what some of his other ratings are, but he could be one of those tweeners. Like, what's his name from the Redskins? Devo Samuel-esque type player. Finish this thing off too. We fucking around with him. Let's get his ass in here. Oh shit. To be honest, we need bodies, so. Don't really have anyone else that we want to give visits to. This guy ain't bad, actually. I didn't realize that. Shit, like I said, need bodies, but I have a bunch graduate. Oh shit, what? Alright, well, let's chill on. Alright, never mind, let's pretty much got you in the bag. Let's I didn't realize this guy was so tight. We were winning
pretty hardcore, his battle. So him? Yeah, we want him so bad. Alright, make sure we get those linemen. He's one of the most athletic of the group. Might try harder for him. Maybe scouted these guys, just get somebody in your warm body. We still have one more year. I think another kicker can play next season. Our starter is graduating. All right, so we got Appalachian State next. Now they've thrown for damn near the same amount of passes. He has 8 more passes, about 50 more yards on 9 less completions. So he's made bigger plays. But I still think he's the guy. It's so hard. Looking at his caps, it's so hard to give Hunt Walker right. And look at these things. Just almost unlimited potential. And he's become a star. He was like Impact at one point. And then his caps aren't crazy. I don't know. I wouldn't mind y'all's opinion on that though. So feel free to leave in the comments if you feel like we are going in the right direction with Joe Fitzsimmons. Should we try to repair things, Walker White? Or should we just move on and forget about this experiment and let him go somewhere else next year? But thanks, guys. I appreciate it. If you're new, subscribe, like the video, and I will see you on the next.